It's Lele.
And it's Mikey.
And we
have managed to return. We are back, baby!
From the
Back in black! Well, at least my pants are black. My shirt's like gray.
That's great.
But to like a colorblind person, or wait, maybe to a dog, it looks a little more black.
I think it would be gray to a colorblind.
If it was black and white photo lens, you might be like, that's kind of dark. It could be black. But hey, my pants are black. That's all that matters.
Okay.
Welcome.
Yes. Life has been going on and whatnot, and we
Isn't it interesting how life goes on
and on
and on? Whether you want it to or not.
Yeah. So, anywho, today we are going to keep it a little light. And
like, are we talking like light tea or like light mayonnaise?
We're talking like
less calories.
Topic.
Not as much saturated fat.
Definitely. So
okay.
Just to get us back in the groove, I thought we would keep it light, and today we're going to talk about things that are strange, weird, like facts.
Strange, weird facts?
That, you don't probably know.
Okay.
We'll find out which ones you do.
I like learning new things.
But these are weird things, and we like
and strange?
Things. Yes.
When you're strange, no one remembers your name.
When you're strange. I don't know what to do, Michael. All of a sudden, I feel lost.
I'm just singing.
I feel strange.
You can either choose to join in or let me run it. It's fine.
I do know the song. Okay.
But you're not listening to us to hear me sing.
I know.
Or are you?
La 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 la.
Law. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. So I want to start with one. I figure we'll just dive in deep, really, like straight out of the gate. We're so hardcore.
So we're not like stepping into the shallow end of the pool. We're going straight for like the high dive.
Really weird stuff.
Where you go, you can't even see the bottom of the pool.
Yes.
Sweet.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Striking your head against the wall, you can lose 150 calories an hour.
Yeah, but how many brain cells do you lose an hour?
I was wondering, is the weight that you lose brain cells that you just smash to pieces? It's a neck exercise. I don't know.
Maybe it's forcing the blood from your head.
Can you believe that? I just thought that was the craziest thing.
Hey, random fact, if you do find yourself banging your head against the wall, you might actually lose weight.
And watch, there's people who are all worried about some upcoming dance or vacation or holiday trip, and they're sitting there sneaking into a back room and making sure no one notices and bashing their head.
It's fine, folks. Just make sure you wear a helmet.
Okay.
It's important, man. Wear a helmet. You can lose the calories and save yourself neck trauma.
Okay, and we're going all over the place here.
I like that one. That's a good one.
I know, right?
Something to consider.
Okay, this is just a funny fact. In 2014, a missing woman on vacation in Iceland was found when it was discovered that she was in the search party looking for herself.
Wait, who are we looking for again? Oh, wait, I'm here. How long we been looking? I'm very sorry. Very sorry.
She obviously didn't know what was going on. She said, I'll help you find a lost girl.
Well, the picture must not have been very good because you think someone else around her would be like, wait a minute. I found her. Wait, are you trying to be found? I don't know. I'm looking for someone. Okay, maybe not. Wow.
So yeah, I thought that you would like that
So not only can you lose weight and brain cells from banging your head on the wall,
maybe
you can
maybe that's what she was doing before.
Maybe she was losing some weight effectively and then didn't realize that she was being searched for.
I mean, I've had times I've looked for my phone when I was literally using it, but I think that's next level when you're looking for
or where's my glasses when they're on your head?
Yeah, or your pencil.
The other day that happened with my wife. She's like, where's my phone? I'm like, you're holding it. Oh.
Okay, this one's great. I just found out. You know how I just wish that you guys could just throw my body in the ocean when I
Yeah.
die? Like,
Yeah.
that's what I want, but it's not okay. Well, guess what you can do now? There's a company that turns dead bodies into ocean reef. So, for those who romanticize a barrel at sea, the company Eternal Reefs offers an innovative solution. It mixes the cremated remains of a person with concrete to create a pearl into which loved ones can put
You're going to get
messages.
through this, Lele. Keep reading. I believe in you.
Loved ones can etch personal messages. Handprint or environmentally friendly mementos can also go there. And the pearl is then encased in a reef wall that is dropped into the sea, where it provides a new habitat for fish and other sea life.
I feel like that's more useful than just putting a body in the ground.
I agree.
Let's give back to Mother Earth.
We'll just become part of the Great Barrier Reef. It needs help anyway.
Yeah, I want fish to crap on me after I'm dead.
Yeah, and you know, people can have little pearls with messages for you inside.
Yeah.
It's like a Kinder Surprise, but it's a reef surprise.
If you would like to find my remains, I'm at latitude 59, longitude. I don't even know how that grid system works.
Until some crazy like fishing boat person comes through with their giant bottom dragging nets and rip your.
That's another topic, Leerin. We know the oceans are dying, okay?
That's why we need some fake reef, okay? It's helpful.
I feel like you can't knock the fishermen if you go to Popeyes and get shrimp.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying.
I ate some sushi today.
It's like those people that are like, wow, gasoline vehicles are evil. We should all have electric. And then you see them driving around in an SUV and flying around in a private jet.
My point is that you can't guarantee that your reef will be safe, but you can put one in there. And I'm down for that. So you guys can make me into a reef, okay? I think the whole family should just become a reef. We can call the reef the family name.
Yes.
I think it's a good idea.
Excellent.
I know.
I'm on board. I feel like I need to make adjustments to my plans for when I die.
I know. I was so
like I need to change my will. I have to call my attorney right now and be like, yo, we're not buying no coffin. Ain't no tombstone.
We are building a reef. I think Dad would even love that. Our dad.
I could even put a little stone next to it to be like, here lies a wannabe merman.
I almost became a merman.
This is as close as I could get.
On your correlate says almost a merman.
Almost a merman. Mer-reef.
Okay, this one's really cool.
Okay.
I didn't know.
I'm enjoying this, Lele. This is fun.
Yeah. So vacuum cleaners were originally horse-drawn. Now, I want to know, what do you do if your horse poops while you're vacuuming? One of the earliest known vacuum cleaners was so large that it had to be hauled from house to house via horse-drawn carriage. It's giant.
Well, but you don't use it in the house, so it just needs to be dropped off.
But they were still horse-drawn. I just think it's funny. It's giant hoses.
Hey, the tech's gotten better. Look at the first computer. It was like the size of a room or something. And now we have like little supercomputers that are the size of a microchip.
So giant hoses were...
That's a rough sale. Okay, it's like an RV. Like you have to own a truck to buy an RV. All right, so if you want to have this sucking device to clean up your inside of your house, you need a horse and buggy. To transport it or move it around.
Yeah, exactly. So giant hoses were popped through windows of customers, and a gas-powered motor generated the suction that pulled the dirt and debris into the glass container where the onlookers could gawk at the volume of filth coming from their neighbor's house.
Oh, wow.
So you could be shamed.
Hey, at least they're doing something about it.
Your neighbors.
I'd be like, yeah, look at all the crap I'm taking out of my house. You're not sucking stuff up. How nasty is your house?
How many of them were out there standing there just gawking and oh, look at how much.
Okay, well, so years ago when I was first married, I was a carpet cleaner, and so
I remember that.
Oh yeah, and that was hard work. Talk about losing calories. It's a lot more effective than banging your head against the wall, hauling around those hoses.
Yeah,
and we would clean apartment buildings where you'd climb up flights of stairs, and those hoses were heavy.
Yes,
but anyway, there's a filter that catches everything. Obviously, it has to have a filtration system. And that's something you would empty out at the end of the day or after a job if it was nasty enough.
You'd see it all gross.
But then at the end of the day, not only would you have to clear out the filter, which was disgusting. It was always full of hair and who knows what else. But then on top of that, the water that you did the extractions with, there obviously is a tank where it goes into. So we had like a irrigation place where it was safe to, release the water.
I don't know if I want to know what you're telling me right now. It might be this.
Let's just say if you've got perfectly clean, lovely Tahitian water, think of the hell version of that on the complete other side of the spectrum. And that's what I would pump out into the sewage system.
Ew. So, hey, think about it, though. I bet you that there were those people who were, trying to, sweep stuff out of their house and everything before the vacuum came because...
they're paying... I'm sure they're paying good money for that service.
They wanted to be, smiling at their neighbors and be like, yes, I afford the vacuum. But
see...
Look at how clean my house is.
See, they're not being shamed. They're like, you peasants. I get to have someone else suck all the nasty stuff out of my house. Look how awesome I am.
All right, are you ready?
Ready. Next one. Next.
McDonald's introduced drive-through service due to the military.
Did you say McDonald's or McDonald's?
McDonald's.
It almost sounded like you said McDonald's.
McDonald's. Hey, I just was saying it fast.
All right, so now my brain's caught up in the McDonald's.
Okay,
Tell me again what
they were. How we ended up with drive-through.
Yeah.
Well, it got introduced. That service got introduced by McDonald's due to the military. Let me explain why. Let me explain why, because I didn't know this. The first McDonald's drive-thru was installed in a restaurant based in Sierra Vista, Arizona, located near Fort... Oh, I'm going to butcher this.
Yeah.
Sorry, military people.
So it's near a base.
Hauchacha? It's native. Military installation. Military rules forbade the soldiers from wearing their military uniforms in public.
What?
I know, right? And they weren't
But didn't McDonald's get started in the 50s or 60s or something? It wasn't 1910.
I'm just telling you what this is.
Okay.
It says this is true facts. They weren't about to change into citizen outfits.
Yeah, they'd have to change their clothes in their car to go get a burger. Yeah.
And run back to the base. So restaurant manager David Rich came up with a solution. Cut a hole in the wall and allow members of the military to pick it up and orders without stepping out of their cars. The convenience and simplicity of the idea quickly caught on.
Excellent.
Yeah, so there you go. Fine. Okay.
Why go into a restaurant and sit down and enjoy your food when you can try and shovel it down your throat while you drive?
Okay, this is a great one. This is going to be one that you're not going to see coming.
I didn't see any of these coming. These are pretty random. I love it. I mean, we're going from banging our heads to the wall to horse buggy vacuums to, the invention of the drive-thru. I like it.
Here we go. Alfred Hitchcock. Thank you. I just can't talk today. Alfred Hitchcock.
We could say that, but the fun part of doing our podcast is watching you butcher words sometimes.
Well, because I just never know how to say anything. Dyslexia is real.
Okay.
And Alfred Hitchcock was frightened of eggs.
Really?
The master of suspense, who terrified audiences with movies like Psycho, The Birds, considered himself an ovophobe, someone frightened of eggs. He explained...
Ovo, meaning oval shapes in general?
Maybe, I don't know. He just said it's eggs. I'm frightened.
So if a chicken egg is scary, what would
an ostrich
egg do? That would be...
He'd be screaming.
He might just die from being so scared.
So in 1963, in an interview, he said, "I'm frightened of eggs. Worse than frightened. They revolt me. That white round thing without any holes. And when you break it inside, there's that yellow thing, round, without any holes. Blood is jolly red, but egg yolk is yellow, revolting. I've never tasted it."
Well, my mouth started to water while he was on his...
I know, I'm all yes.
When he
nice
was lamenting, I'm like, ooh, yolks, white. I want an omelet.
Exactly.
That is very interesting.
I know, who would have thought?
I wouldn't have admitted that to anyone because can you imagine how many people made fun of him after that?
When I was young,
I would like run after him, like try holding up eggs. Like, hey, Alfred!
Look what I found in the tree today. A little rolled
Would
egg.
you like an omelet?
This
one's a hard-boiled egg. You don't have to worry about the runny stuff. It's solid. It's solidified.
He'd be like terrified of you. you have like a what's it called? One of those things where you can't get close to someone.
Yeah. Well, you know,
A restraining order.
I would egg his house for fun, but you know, with
that would be so
the
mean.
price of eggs right now, maybe I don't want to do
No.
that.
You know, when I was younger, I wouldn't eat eggs because I said they were chickens' periods, and it grossed me out. But that's not a fear of eggs. That's different.
Jeez.
It kind of is if you think about it. It's unfertilized egg. I'm sorry. Okay, never mind. I guess I was weird.
Can I just apologize for and in behalf of myself for what my sister just said and what she might have done to your perception of the egg. In fact, after she said that, you might be like Alfred. You mean like screw eggs? That's gross. That's terrifying.
Okay. Let's completely change the subject. There's a Lego bridge in Germany that you can walk across.
I believe it.
That's where you need to take your kids next, I think.
You know how strong plastic can be with a little bit of super glue?
I just think it'd be fun to be on a Lego bridge. I mean, I used to play with Legos.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Well, I took my kids to Legoland this past summer, and it's actually kind of cool. Like, it's not as epic as like Disneyland. I mean, the rides are like half scale cool. Mm-hmm. Like their biggest, freakiest roller coaster is like a tiny meh roller coaster. So it's more designed for the little kids. But they do have an area in the park which is way cool because they build miniature but large-sized replicas of things.
Cool.
Like famous things, like a big Washington D.C. building or like downtown New York, and they're like,
That's cool.
Yeah, they're big, but I mean, they're Lego size.
Yeah.
But not like itty bitty. Like you walk through down the line. I was like snapping pictures like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, oh, San Francisco. I don't even have to go there. Just imagine myself a little smaller and I'm there. It was cool.
Oh, heck yeah. All right, ready?
Plug for Legoland.
This is interesting to hear. Squirrels are behind most power outages in the USA.
Well, they need to stop thinking.
Friendly neighborhood squirrels.
They got to stop thinking that power lines are acorns, apparently. They just start chewing on them.
Squirrels are the most frequent cause of power outages in the U.S. The APPA even developed a data tracker called the Squirrel Index that analyzes the pattern and timing of squirrels' impact on electrical power systems. Turns out the peak times of the year for squirrel attacks are from May to June and October to November. There you go.
Can you imagine you're at a dinner party and this one guy's like, yeah, I'm a computer analyst. What do you do? Well, I'm glad you asked. I've been analyzing squirrels and their behaviors and how to prevent them from chewing and messing up power lines.
And power grids. Woohoo! Okay.
I bet that paid big bucks too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I'm surprised by that because I would have thought it would have been either like lightning strikes, high winds, or like they even had a warning out because like on Valentine's Day, people get all these balloons with high helium, and then they accidentally let them go outside, and they'll get caught in power lines and cause issues for the power company.
Oh, I didn't know they would cause issues.
Oh yeah,
I figured they just.
I actually heard a warning on the radio. They're like, please
with your balloons.
Please mind your balloons this Valentine's Day. Think of the power grid. Use balloons responsibly.
All right, ready?
Squirrel problems.
This is really funny. You'll find this very interesting. You're more likely to get a computer virus from visiting religious sites than porn sites. I did not see that. That was not something I could perceive in my mind would be true. According to research from security firm Symantec, religious websites carry 3 times more malware threats than pornographic sites.
What?
They found the average number of security threats on a religious site was around 115 compared to an adult content site which carried around 25. That's like way more.
Wow. That is shocking.
So when you think you're going to talk, when your kids are like, I want to just go look up Jesus, you might want to think about watching over that.
Just don't go to any crazy lunatic, religious sites.
Yeah, well, it doesn't say they're lunatic ones. It just says that.
Well, then how did all that crap get in there?
I mean, they're trying to tell you about Jesus, and I guess they're
Haley
really
Aerith,
working
I
on
think this is not true. It can't be true.
It's true. It's true. Okay, ready? This is cool. A woman who lost her wedding ring found it 16 years later on a carrot in her garden.
Whoa.
Her carrot found it for her. It was like, don't worry.
Yeah,
love.
so it fell into the ground, worked its way into the soil.
And it's going down and it's like, oh, I ran into a ring that's buried. I'm just going to find this for her, and just slipped right on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Happy day.
I know.
I would do a happy dance jig.
I would be like, you carrot, I shall not
I
eat
feel
you.
like I would want to keep the carrot.
I know, and I wouldn't want to eat him.
And find a way to preserve it and
Yeah.
keep the ring on there just so you could prove to people what it did.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could take a picture.
That's
but
kind of weird, huh? So,
what a cool story.
I know. Like, happy finds in the garden. Another cool fact. Spider webs were used as bandages in ancient times.
Oh.
Ancient Greece and Rome, doctors used spider webs to make bandages for their patients. Spider webs supposedly have natural antiseptic and antifungal properties, which can help keep wounds clean and prevent infection. So they're not just like, yeah.
So not only does it act as like a bandage, but it's medicinal.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? It also
But what types of webs? Because I know some webs, they would have to be pretty thick.
You'd have to get stronger ones, I'm guessing.
Like Black Widow webs. Can you imagine being that guy? Okay, Vern.
No, you like
we need
your
some
web.
more bandages. We need you to go back into the
We need
in the Black Widow den.
We need this. They're like picking different spiders based off how bad the damage is. But it says, it also said that spider webs are rich in vitamin K, which helps promote clotting. So next time you're out of Band-Aids, just head to your attic and grab some, Webcillion.
Or, Shrek was onto something when he was out on his little walk in the first Shrek movie, and he gets a stick and catches
Yeah.
spiders and webs, and he hands it to her like cotton candy.
Yeah.
All kinds of good stuff in there.
Well, Chef Ramsay says that bird spiders' legs taste like crab legs. So I'm down. I'll try it.
Just don't tell me what it is, and I'll eat it.
Okay.
I've eaten some weird things in my time, though.
So
sometimes, if just knowing what it is makes it hard to eat, even though it actually
tastes
doesn't
good.
taste bad.
Yeah, it was like that when I ate a sheep intestine sandwich.
So I was in Africa.
good.
I was in Africa for a time, and there's a dish in the country I was in called matlimbi. And matlimbi is a dish from the. Oh my gosh, am I going to start forgetting names?
Oh no.
The so they lived in inhabited South Zimbabwe. They ran away from Chaka Zulu, the Zulu people. Ndebele, it's the Ndebele people. So the Ndebeles would eat matlimbi, and it's fried caterpillars. And they were kind of scratchy on the way down. They didn't taste like chicken, but it was actually pretty good. Once you got past the scratchy on the way down part, you're like, oh my gosh, I just ate caterpillars.
Hey, there's
But there's a lot of good nutrients in them.
Yeah.
A lot of the other countries in the world eat lots of locusts, unlike the Americans.
Well, there's actually restaurants now in big cities that are like posh, fancy restaurants that use all their protein as insects.
Yeah, they're like, try our
And you'd be like,
organic
you're
crickets.
saving the rainforest. They're not tearing them down for cows if you're eating insects.
Yeah.
It could be like proactive.
Eat some cockroaches.
So the inventor of Pringles, the Pringles.
Oh, of course. Once you pop, you can't stop, baby.
Yeah. He was so proud of his invention that he is now buried in one.
What?
In 1966,
In like a Pringles container?
Yeah. Developed the ingenious idea of Protector and Gamble to
Procter and Gamble.
Yeah, and uniformly stacked chips inside, a can. He was so proud of his invention that he wanted to take it to the grave literally. He communicated his burial wishes to his family, and when he died at the age of 89, his children stopped at Walgreens on the way to the funeral home to buy his burial Pringle. Pringles can.
Oh, okay. So he just had a Pringles can put in his casket.
Yeah, wouldn't it be cool if he made a giant Pringles can?
Well, that's what I thought. I thought his casket was like a Pringles.
That was what popped in my head too. Great minds.
Yeah,
it was more cooler to think that they made a giant Pringles ball and just stuck him in there.
Hey, but you know what? Good on him. You know, get buried with your invention.
I love that I found out like stuff that I never knew. This has been fun. So, like, listen to this one. I didn't know this either.
Okay.
Sunglasses were originally designed for Chinese judges to hide their facial expressions in court. I guess they don't want you to know what they're thinking.
Poker face, poker face.
They're like, you'll never know if I'm going to put you to death or not. You'll never know.
You can't read my eyes. Hey. Well, you know, it fulfilled its purpose, and then it went on to perform a much more grand purpose to serve humanity. So, thank you.
Okay, ready for some irony? Cotton candy was invented by a dentist.
Okay, guys, we need to up the amount of cavities found in our area. What can we do?
Hey.
Okay, let's take sugar, pure sugar.
I need a boat.
And let's turn it into a fluffy thing that kids like to squish down. And have them suck on it for hours. And it'll be cheap, too. Cha-ching!
Oh, I think it's so
That
great.
dentist is brilliant.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to get paid. He's like, here, have more.
He's like, while you're at it, take a shot of this pure sugar water.
Okay. So... let me see. It would only take 1 hour to drive to space. I thought that was really interesting.
Well, how fast are you driving?
I guess.
What kind of miles
60,
per hour
60.
are we talking? 60?
Yep.
Really?
If you got into your car, turned on the ignition, and drove up to the sky at 60 miles per hour, it would take you just an hour to get to outer space. I mean, it seems like it should be a lot longer than that to me. But that's just me. I mean... what do you think?
That's kind of a cool fact.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
I would have guessed like maybe 2 or 3 hours.
I would have too, because you want to think that it's up there.
But then, like, what's the definition of space? Just outside of our...
Well, probably out of our solar, like out of our, what's it called? The protector around Earth. Ozone layer.
The protector of planet Earth. Also known as the ozone layer. Thank you, ozone layer, for protecting us.
Okay,
it's the gateway to space, apparently.
This is something else that just doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
A cloud can weigh more than 1 million pounds. Clouds are not...
Well, do you know how much water weighs?
Yeah, but how do they stay up in the sky if they weigh that much?
Because they're big.
Because they're dispersing? I don't know.
Because they're exceedingly large. When you consider a rain cloud drops, inches of rain on the ground... water weighs a lot, man. Yeah. Water is heavy.
Well, they were saying that's how you guess it's the water.
And a cloud is just water in vapor form.
Yeah, but I mean, we go up through the clouds in an airplane, so we're like hitting a million pounds with the airplane.
Well, that's why they say light as a feather, not light as a cloud.
I guess so.
But they are poofy. They seem like they would be light.
Yeah, so they appear, but he says they're calculated by taking the water density of the cloud and multiplying it by its volume.
Yes.
And I
mathematics, folks. The science don't lie. They're heavy.
I just know that maybe I can have my dream of walking on clouds someday, because I wouldn't mind. I've dreamt about it before.
Yeah.
Okay, this is really funny.
What if I want to walk on the water?
There are people who say that's possible.
I know it's possible.
So
I just need to increase my faith. Okay, moving on.
So this is okay. It can't be the queen now. It would be her son. But the
Rest in peace, queen.
Yes. Anyway, the royalty owns all the swans in England.
All of them.
Yeah, according to British law.
I hereby, thenceforth and forever, Lay claim to all of the swans. I have purchased them all. And since I have purchased them all, therefore, thus for and forever, each one that is born from those I have purchased belong to me.
All of them.
All of them.
So yeah, it says, according to British
So
law,
if I kill a swan, could I be like
you just
put
murdered,
to death?
You just murdered the king's swan. Because he's a king now, right? I mean, he should be. Do they still call him prince? Whatever. Anyway, it's obviously now his. But it says the law, any unclaimed swan swimming in the open waters of England and Wales belongs to the queen. The law originated in medieval times when swans were a delicacy for the wealthy, but it still stands today.
They were trying to protect the poor folk from eating their swans, eh?
Yeah, I guess. But it still stands today. Queen Elizabeth II also upholds centuries-old tradition with the swans. Every year during the third week of July, all swans in the River of Thames or Thames are counted for the queen in a practice called swan-upping. I guess they stopped that.
Are you ready for some swan-upping?
She wants to know how many swans she owns, I suppose. At least in the river.
I feel like that would be a great tradition. All right, let's do some swan-upping, people. Let's go to the river and count the swans for the queen.
Ooh.
Woohoo.
Okay, check this out. A fortune cookie company once foretold the lottery, resulting in 110 winners.
What?
That must have been just some lucky random numbers that worked out.
The probability of that being a thing is actually quite staggering. That's pretty impressive.
In 2005, one Powerball draw had a shocking 110 second place winners who all attributed their luck to a fortune cookie.
Wow.
The folks in the Powerball were suspicious. Typically, there are just 4 or 5 second place winners. However, no foul play was involved.
So, kids, what do we learn from this?
Fortune cookies are good for lottery.
For one, don't throw the fortune cookie away. Accept it with gladness. If it gives you a lotto number, go buy a lottery ticket.
Oh, this is just weird. Are you ready?
So you can waste your money and not get it.
Are you ready for something weird?
I like weird.
A woman with 2 uteruses gave birth to 2 twins less than a month after having a baby.
Whoa. So she was holding 3 in the oven? That's a big oven.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
Wowzers.
I'm just saying, that's like instant family. I
Surprise!
wouldn't even want to have more. It's like, well, I mean, and think of it.
It's not as bad as
chances. It's got 2,
Yeah.
The little swimmers have 2 different areas they can go up into.
There are multiple
egg options here.
You can go to the right or the left.
Exactly. You've got more options here.
Wow.
There's more of a chance for survival.
What an anomaly. That's crazy.
I just think that's nuts.
Sheesh.
Like, you want to hear something
that
special?
literally has to be the only time that's ever happened.
Special about me? I have 2 uteruses.
I have a friend that has 3 nipples.
If she has a problem with one of her uteruses, they can take it out and she could still have more babies.
Wow.
It's like nuts. Okay. A moonbow is a rainbow that happens at night. I didn't know there were rainbows at night, did you?
A moonbow?
Yeah.
But if it's dark, how do you see it?
If a storm is passing and the sun starts shining, you might be lucky enough to spot a rainbow, but did you know that you can see something just as amazing at night? While they're incredibly unusual, moonbows or lunar rainbows are caused by the refraction, and dispersion of light and tends to happen most often in places where waterfalls and mist are, which is why we don't ever see it, because we're not around waterfalls and mist. But that's so cool, right? And look how well I said those words. I did not missay any of them. I feel proud.
I'm very proud of you, Lele. Good job.
I want to see a moonbow now. We need to go hang out around waterfalls at night.
That makes sense though, because there's enough light. If there's enough light reflecting off the moon, it'd probably have to be like a full moon. But if there's enough, yeah, you could see a could see a rainbow at nighttime. Cool. Sign me up. I'm down. Let's go.
Here's a fun one for you.
Okay.
Scientists discovered an organism with a disappearing butt.
Now you see it, now you don't.
The comb jelly.
They would be the perfect, like, incognito mooners.
You could be like...
Was I mooning you, or was I? You can't see it anymore.
Do you even see a butt on me? I don't know what you're talking about.
It was a figment of your imagination. I did no such thing.
The comb jelly, also known as the watery comb jelly, sea walnut.
Of course, it's a sea creature. There's so many weird
Has
creatures.
A disappearing butt. I want to know how that works.
Hey, you know what? That could be a really good act. A magician act.
Well, something.
Watch me make my butt disappear.
If you have if you have an animal that's coming at you, just like gonna grab you in the butt, you could just disappear your butt, right?
Yeah.
So it has a translucent.
What if you need to go to the bathroom really bad and you got to hold it longer?
That would.
You can't poop without a butt. Just make it disappear.
So it has a translucent anus. In any other animals they don't know of any other animals that have a translucent anus. It's not visible when the animal is not pooping. There's no trace under the microscope. It's invisible. You can only see it when it's pooping.
Wow.
Like literally, the guy's checking, and as soon as
I feel like
it's not pooping.
If you believe in God, this is proof that God has a sense of humor.
Okay, ready? This is. Some people are special.
Okay.
Someone tried to sell New Zealand on eBay.
I will start the bidding at. Drum roll. $1 million.
There you go.
Wow. Okay. What I want to know is who bid on that crap.
Yeah. Like,
maybe people bid on it just so they could show their friends, look, I've got a bid in for New Zealand.
Okay.
The time's almost running out. I'm about to win.
The starting bid was 1 cent.
Ooh.
And after 6,000 hits and 22 bids, the selling price for New Zealand climbed all the way to, ready? $3,000.
Hey. Hey, if you had the disposable income, I would say just go ahead and do it just so you can say you did. I bought New Zealand on eBay. How much was it? It was only $3,000.
Eventually, eBay caught wind of the auction and pulled it from the site.
Oh, party poopers. How do you know it's not just a paper drawing of New Zealand? It could be a New Zealand figurine. It's like an action figure. You can buy New Zealand.
Okay, just to add on to that, for interesting things sold on eBay.
Okay.
A grilled cheese sandwich with the face of the Virgin Mary got sold to Justin Timberlake. Oh, sorry, no, just of the Virgin Mary, and then they have Justin Timberlake's half-eaten French toast.
Oh.
Somebody bought that on eBay.
Like,
it's disgusting.
Good job, Justin.
All you have to do is just not finish your food.
Yeah.
Just make money.
Hey, well,
I mean, I get a little more a sandwich with the face of the Virgin Mary than Justin Timberlake's half-eaten French toast. That's just weird.
Well, I mean, people bought the dress that Monica Lewinsky was wearing when she was in the Oval Office with Bill Clinton. Mm-hmm. There was a stain on it. We won't say what the stain was. But she kept the dress and sold it to an auction for thousands of dollars.
There's a smart woman.
Yeah.
Okay, a London tomb is supposedly a time machine or teleportation chamber.
Whoa.
You want to go test that out? London's Brom Cemetery.
No, I've watched Sliders. I would not like to be taken to an alternate universe or to another time. Although, you could get really good in the stock market if you were to go back 10 years and see what's coming.
Okay, this one's
Can you imagine if you could hop in the tomb shoot back 20 years and then sell all you own and just buy stock in Apple and, Walmart. That's what I do. Maybe I'll try it.
All right.
I'm going to the tomb, Lele. Will you come with me?
Let's do it.
Let's travel.
Hey, we need to bring the
Let's
stuff.
travel.
We need to bring the stuff for the back rooms while we're there.
Oh, gosh.
Maybe that's where it really goes.
No thanks. I'll pass.
Okay.
Forget it.
So, okay, this is great. You're going to love this one. Sumo wrestlers make babies cry for good luck. No, wait, let me explain it better.
Well, but if, a baby cries, then you're fearsome, right?
See, that's what I was thinking too.
You shake your belly, and the child's like, ah! And you're like, all those cheeseburgers and rice patties were worth it.
See, I was thinking that too, that maybe they're like, yes, I am fierce, I scare babies. That's not what it is.
can make a baby cry. Watch me shake the ground. Ooh.
Okay, so here you go. While most parents do what they can to prevent or stop their babies from crying, that's not always the case in Japan. That's because it's a 400-year-old Japanese tradition.
Wow.
That if a sumo wrestler can make your baby cry, it means he or she will live a healthy life.
Wow.
So you're like going up to sumo wrestlers and saying, please, make my baby cry.
We may have found the cure for cancer. Let's take every baby ever born to Japan and let them get freaked out by a sumo wrestler.
I mean, 400 years
Sorry
is a long time.
if anyone's offended by that. I'm not sorry. Stop being offended.
Yeah, we love everybody and everything, including
Cancer
sumo.
sucks, but that's still funny.
I need a pet sumo wrestler.
Yeah?
Just to carry around to the people I love's houses who have babies and be like, sumo wrestler, scare that baby.
Lierith.
I gave you blessings.
Lierith. They abolished slavery. Tis not lawful to own a human being.
I'll feed him really well.
Well, depending on how good you feed them, they just might submit to that. 50 dumplings a day.
Okay. A 155-year-old mousetrap successfully caught a mouse in 2016.
Wow.
That was well made. Well made.
Dang, man. But now you can't keep that thing. It'll be covered with disease.
I mean, if you
I almost feel like it's a waste.
If you let it sit around for another 100 years, all of the biological dangers will be gone.
Oh. Well, and it wouldn't really fulfill its purpose if it was made to catch mice and it didn't get to do its job.
Well, think about it. I'm like, obviously the traditionally made mousetrap is effective.
So does that mean we can officially call this mousetrap a whippersnapper?
Oh,
see what I did there?
Dad joke.
Whippersnapper? That's one old whippersnapper.
Okay, this is kind of disturbing to me. I'm not going to
Okay.
lie. A human could swim through a blue whale's veins.
Wow.
Michael's like, where's my swimsuit?
I could be a blood clot in a whale.
Blue whale is the largest living creature. It's even larger than most dinosaurs.
Dude, its veins are like that.
The blue whales
Dang.
can be over 100 feet in length and weigh more than 100 tons.
I feel so enlightened. I now get to live a higher, better self, knowing that I could swim
Blue whales
in the
have
veins of a blue whale.
enormous arteries which pump blood through their massive heart and their vital organs. If a full human could swim through them,
That's cool.
not saying that you should try it. I can see the wheels turning. I think that's so crazy.
Cool fact. I like it.
Hey,
I'm going to tell all my friends.
do it.
Guess what? Random factoid.
You could swim in the veins of a
Would
blue
you like
whale.
to swim in the veins of a... Now that's a tongue twister. Swim in the veins of a whale.
Guess what? It reminds me of that. What was that kids show where they had like the little the magic school bus and they go swim through?
Yeah,
the
they
veins?
shrink the bus down and apparently those kids don't even need to shrink down.
No, you just need a blue whale.
Wow.
Okay. And crying makes you feel happier.
It does?
Yeah. They don't.
Sometimes
call it
if I have a
cry
good
for nothing.
I was about to say sometimes if I let a good cry out, I feel better afterwards.
crying stimulates the production of endorphins.
This is why
it's
people like the chick flicks
It's a
that are
natural
sad.
painkiller. And feel... I don't like chick flicks that are sad.
Well, don't they make you cry? Because you're like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful.
That's why they like Shakespeare. I figured it out. It's because he'd make them cry, right? With his stories. Anyway, it's a natural painkiller. I didn't know that. And feel-good hormones come out when you cry, like oxytocin. In short, crying more will ultimately leave you smiling more.
Oh.
You want to smile more, cry more. So next time
I think we should make a
I'm
t-shirt.
Say you're welcome. I'll be like, I'll make you cry. You're welcome.
I have found the deep secret of true happiness. Get sad.
Okay, you know how we were talking before about a dentist making cotton candy?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to hear what else it does?
What else did they invent?
The electric chair was invented by a dentist. They're already torturing people. No offense, dentist.
I already have that device. You just got to up the amps.
I love the dentist. I love to go to the dentist. I like my teeth all healthy and everything else, but I'm just saying it doesn't always feel good.
Yeah, I like the dentist. I don't like getting a root canal. Let's just put it that way.
In 1890.
1890.
Alfred P. Southwick
I like the name.
witnessed a drunk man die quickly after touching a live electrical generator. And I guess after that, he was like, what's that? There's that. I got an epiphany. What are they?
An epiphany.
Yeah, but what's the...
Talking about hook?
No, there's a word that
I had an
say.
apostrophe. I think you mean an epiphany. Lightning just struck my brain. For that guy that died, literally, that's what happened. Wow.
But
so, I guess that unfortunate accident led to a lot of other people dying. That's kind of sad.
Well, you know.
I'd rather get electrocuted than stoned to death like in the biblical times. I'm just saying. It's not the worst way to go down.
There's a reason they put a bag over their head. I don't want to tell you.
Okay, all right, stop. Stop. Okay, I don't know.
Okay.
I just started to envision what you're about to say, and I want to throw up in my mouth.
Okay. We only have time for like 2 more. This one's great. Let's turn this around, okay?
Turn it around.
Almost 1,063. Oh, sorry. 1,063,000.
Can you read numbers?
No. Almost 1,063,000 pints of Guinness are wasted in facial hair each year. Yes!
Oh, the beard has caught the remains. How do they quantify that, too?
An actual...
Who signs up for that class?
I want to know.
Some drunk dudes in a pub is like, man, you got quite a bit of beer in your beard. I wonder how much beer gets wasted every single year in beards.
I want to know who got paid.
Oh, wait, but Guinness.
Yeah.
So it would have been Scotland.
Yeah. Or, no, Guinness is
Irish.
You
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Shame.
You're right. Right, for St. Patty's Day, they drink Guinness. So they'd be like, oh, man, can you imagine how much beer you waste in your beard every year? I'd like to figure that out. Let's sit down and do the math. Oh, wait, stop. I need to extract that beer from your beard so I know how much there is. Then I can start to do mathematics.
So, an actual research. Sorry, I'm laughing.
Not research.
An actual research study commissioned by Guinness found an estimated 1,600
or 60,000?
1,062,719 pints of Irish stout go to waste every year via mustaches.
Oh.
The study found that 0.56 millimeters of Guinness gets trapped in the average beard or mustache with each sip, and it takes about 10 sips to finish a pint.
Oh, there it is. There's the math. You keep track of how many sips get some in the beard, and then you know how much there is. Exact science.
An estimated 92 1,370 Guinness consumers every year in the UK have facial hair, assuming they consume an average of one pints each year.
They're making their point. They're breaking it right down. Okay. I believe it.
It's fact. Okay, so grooves. This is something that now I have to test. I need to know. Grooves in the road on Route 66 play America the Beautiful.
No.
So if you're starting to doze off and you kind of go into the grooves.
Oh, beautiful. Wake up! Oh, spacious. Wake up! Wow.
Mexico's Department of
How on earth did they get those acoustics right?
Dude, somebody had an important job. No, it's like little grooves all over in the road. You should come look at the picture that looks all like interesting.
I believe you. But now
your car is like a record player on the road.
I have another item on my bucket list.
We need to go there.
I have to drive Route 66 and hear America the Beautiful.
We can do it on the way to a LARP.
I don't think there's going to be any LARPs off of Route 66, Lele.
It's the motorcycle game.
We're gonna act like we're bikers and dress up as them and do a live action role play
in a bar all weekend. All right, New Mexico Department of Transportation decided to spice up the desolate quarter-mile stretch of Route 66 between Albuquerque and Tijeras?
Okay.
Because that J is definitely an H. Yeah, I think I did pretty good.
Good job.
Grooves were added in the road that play music when you drive on them. Going the speed limit of 45 miles an hour, the grooves work just like a rumble strips, which vibrate your car if you drift out of your lane.
Yeah.
These particular strips are positioned to create different pitches when you drive over them, and if you do, you can clearly hear America the Beautiful playing through the vibrations in your car wheels.
America! Wow.
That's
cool.
That's where we're going to stop today.
I hope you have all felt super enlightened by our random weird facts. And Lele, thank you for all your preparations.
You're welcome.
I have really enjoyed this.
It's too bad that I can't read words properly, but you're getting the point.
You could do a post like every day that people would go look at and be like, Lele's random list of facts.
Yeah, so I thought it would be fun. It's cold outside. I thought we'd have a little giggle over interesting facts.
Oh man, it's so cold. They're even talking about this weather system that's moving through. They might see snow in Southern California this week.
Oh my God.
Like snow flurries in Southern California.
On a closing statement just for you.
Okay.
This is a gift to you, Michael.
Thank you.
The majority of people in Iceland believe in elves.
Well, yeah.
Your people are real. Your people are real.
Yes. If you live in Iceland and you believe in elves, we can be friends.
62% of Icelanders believe in real-life elves.
Awesome.
Yeah. In fact, in 2014, protesters claimed and proposed highways would be destroyed a highway would destroy an elf church, which to many was just a gigantic rock.
Oh.
And eventually the church was moved to a safe place so that it would not be harmed when their construction continued.
Yeah, we can't hurt the elves.
Not their church.
Perfect.
Okay.
Well, folks.
Have a good night.
On that note, sayonara.
Take care, everyone.